we are back. Kamusta kayo dyan mga ka-chatters? Lakas lang po kayo dyan ha?
Yes, and binabati po namin ang ating mga kasama sa Pasig Muslim community. And shout out sa Barangay Manggahan. Nandyan pa ba kayo? Magtawag pa kayo ng mga kasamang manonood sa ikatlong bahagi ng ating episode ngayon.
Sa hashtag Muslim Community of Pasig as Co-Advocates.
Yes. Miel, ano nga ba ibig sabihin ng title ng episode natin ngayon? Co-advocate saan?
Ako na kuya sasagot niyan. Co-Advocates sa child protection and co-creating a safer cyberspace.
Okay. So sa partnership ng CGPH and City Government of Pasig, ang Sanctuary Project ay makakasama natin yung Muslim Community of Pasig through their representative sa pagbabalangkas, pagbuo at pagtupad nito. And after that workshop, knowing then of, kanina nagkwento sa atin si Miel kung paano nag-start yung journey niya sa Cyber Youth Champion. Ngayon naman, ikaw, Ate Nor, paano ba nagsimula yung journey mo dito sa CGPH as an advocate?
A very good question, Archie, no? Kasi doon tayo nagkakilala eh. Sa Cyber Guardian Philippines, eh, no? So without Cyber Guardian Philippines, siguro hindi ko kayo mamimit and I will not be able to meet amazing people also with Ma'am Chi and also the people na nag-advocate din with cybercrime. So how I met Cyber Guardian PH during pagsibol.
Oh, really?
Yes. So
pagsibol?
Yes. So I think last year yun, no?
Yes.
Last year.
Oh, talaga? Pagsibol, ate? How did you discover pagsibol pala?
That's the power of Facebook, no? And social media. Kasi pwede mong makita lahat. And dahil medyo nasa Gen Z na tayo na generation, medyo active tayo sa Facebook, scroll tayo. And very siguro tadhana na nakita ko si Cyber Guardian Philippines. And it caught my attention because before the event ng pagsibol, I attended also one of the events ng WASP, yung Women's Alliance for Safety and Peace. And they talk about cybersecurity. So, yung training na yun, medyo nagkaroon na ako ng konting interest na, oo nga, no, there's really a problem in dahil especially nowadays, we are into social media and technology. So, kung may crime in physical sa nangyayari na ginagawa natin everyday, mayroon din palang nangyayaring crime. Kumbaga, behind our cell phones, behind our computers and everything. So, mas na-intriga ako nung nakita ko yung pagsibol because it is not only talking about the cybersecurity but also the, yung sexual exploitation and victims ng mga bata pagdating sa cybersex activities. So, mas nagkaroon ako ng interest kasi gusto ko rin palawakan yung knowledge ko dahil, we have to adapt to the society and to kumbaga kung ano yung nangyayari ngayon. Kasi as an advocate, you have to be updated kung ano ba yung nangyayari. Kasi hindi ka makakapag-address ng isang problema kung hindi mo naman alam kung ano yung problema na yun. How can you give solutions if you don't know the problem? And I cannot give solution also if I am not well equipped. So how can I do, 'di ba? Parang paano ko tutulong, paano ko mag-a-action kung hindi ako knowledgeable. And through the Cyber Guardian Philippines, I was able to, have initials na okay, it's really happening. I thought nasa lang na haka-haka, hearsay na ganito may chika dito. Alam mo naman yung mga power ng chismis din. Kung ngayon power ng social media, dati power ng bibig, no? So chika noon na akala natin, haka-haka, katang-isip, hindi pwedeng mangyari, imposibleng mangyari. But it's really happening. Talaga. At doon ako na, parang doon nagbukas yung mind ko na may data. Hindi lang siya basta-basta sinasabi because it has data. It has, narratives coming from people. So, it's really happening. Crimes is everywhere. Yun. So, don't worry.
Wow.
I completed the 2 days because again, I was, hooked with the advocacy.
Oh, and pagkatapos ng summit, what made you decide na mag-register as a member of Cyber Guardians PH?
Because I want to be one of the, agent. Agent for positive change. Hindi lang positive change. Maging isa tayo sa pwedeng mag-reach out, maging tulay para sa mga taong ito. And ako din, gusto ko kasi, kaya ako nag-register din at the same time para mas mapalawak at maunawaan ko din itong advocacy na to. Again, kasi yung ano ko nasa youth development, youth empowerment, and bago pa lang ako kumbaga namumulat sa katotohanan na cybercrime is really happening. And that's one of the reason why I registered as an advocate, because I want also to be equipped and well knowledgeable with this. And I want to pursue this advocacy because we are now living in technology, social media, and mas maganda ang may alam para makatulong tayo. Mas maganda ang kumbaga handa ka para maiiwas natin yung mga pwedeng maging biktima. Ma-aware natin sila na simple actions can lead you to be a victim. 'Di ba? Simple click, you can be a victim. Simple post, you can be a victim. Mga parents na hindi sila aware na ang pag-post ng kanilang mga anak, pwede rin maging biktima yung mga anak nila without their knowledge. And that's how I wanted to be an actor, an agent, for them to be aware na ang cybercrime, ay hindi lang simpleng bagay. Oo.
Ate Nor, how do you see yourself participating in the sanctuary? Ito yung project ng Cyber Guardians PH with the City Government of Pasig.
Yes, and bago mo sagutin yan natin, Nor, let me just refresh you sa sanctuary.
And of course, yung healing and recovery naman, this involves an integrated and holistic approach to the healing process and reintegration. Dito naman nako-cover not only yung continuing healing for the victim survivor but also a livelihood program components.
So thank you so much for that. For me, what I can do is involve myself. If I could, like, kumbaga, kung ano man yung mga learnings, activities, or ginawa namin with my previous experience as child-friendly supervisor, I could share that with you, with the organization. And for education, I'm a teacher, I can also share, and I can give time para gusto ko rin talaga sumali. If you can invite me, I could, kasi gusto ko rin makita ano ba yung ginagawa sa sanctuary. Gusto ko rin makatulong paano magbigay ng awareness with the cyber guardians, and at the same time, if kailangan ng tulong sa paggawa ng mga educational materials, I could give also my time and hands for that, and my brain. I will share it because that's the essence of being an advocate, huwag mong i-contain ang mga kaalaman mo. Share it because you are, you have to share it talaga, so you can empower, you can develop youth and the community itself.
Yon, sakto na sabi mo yan, Ate Nor. Kailangan ka namin, sumama ka sa amin kasi nagkakaroon ng CGPH ngayon ng TOT, which is the Training of the Trainers. This is Youth Formation program wherein bumababa kami ng barangay sa Pasig City to tap the youths para maging kaisa natin dito sa advocacy na pinapakalat natin. And also, gusto ko rin i-highlight dito na as an advocate tayo, di ba hindi tayo tumitigil gumawa ng paraan?
Yes.
Ngayong nandito na yung CGPH, why not itodo natin? Magbigay tayo ng time, and also, nandun na lang din yung heart natin sa, yung passion natin sa pagsaserve sa community. Why not sakyan natin yung programa as we reach out yung mga kabataan para ma-save din natin sila. Para hindi na sila maging online victims ng mga sexual exploitation.
I'm very much welcome for that invitation, Archie. So parang ito ay, seal of commitment. Seal of commitment. I'm very much naman po kasi as long as hindi siya conflict, but you can reach me out anytime. One call away. I'm one call away. Yun.
Share ko lang din, no? When we attended, kasama kita Ate Nor, when we attended the Sagip Bata, June 28, 29, isa sa mga takeaways ko doon is about the genuine concern for our community and hindi lang sa community, no? Para din sa ating bansa as we take part and be solution para sa mga social issues gaya ng mga OSAEC ay hindi pwedeng magpikit mata tayo. Kaya bilang kabataan at bilang advocate, lagi natin kailangan i-embrace na mayroon tayong magagawa. Gaya lang na-mention mo kanina, maybe simple step or medyo kahit makapag-share ka lang ng information, kala natin ganun lang. Pero hindi natin nakikita yung footprints, yung impact na ginagawa. Let's continue to make an impact and embrace our advocacy.
Sobrang tama ka talaga, Archie. As a youth and as an advocate also, we should not tolerate this kind of activities, especially that victims are, young, ang natatarget mga young people. And wala silang kakayanan. And tayo, bilang mga agent, bilang mga nag-advocate, bilang mga kabataan na din na parte ng society, we have this, kumbaga, automatic na role to protect these people, to protect these young victims na pwedeng maging biktima. And the project na sa Sanctuary, sobrang laking bagay niyan kasi we are giving venue. Dahil this kind of activities, it's a taboo, di ba? Na hindi siya napag-uusapan, hindi siya nabibigyan ng place. And your project with the project of the Cyber Guardian Philippines and the Pasig City LGU, malaking bagay na siya. Again, kumbaga, one step at a time. But that one step na gagawin natin, we are making sure that we are getting, kumbaga, our intention and, kumbaga, objective natin. Na ma-reach out itong mga taong to, kumbaga mabigyan sila ng lugar, mapakinggan. Because this kumbaga activity, this crime is hindi siya, may takot yung mga biktima na hindi nakakapagsalita dahil hindi sila nabibigyan ng lugar. And through this, mabibigyan natin sila ng kumbaga oras and ma-recognize kumbaga yung nila na hindi mo kailangan matakot at hindi mo kailangang itago. Because your narrative will prove that this kind of activities, this kind of crimes is existing and cannot be tolerated and should not be happening. And it should be stopped. Diba? So, how can we make solutions if wala tayong nabibigyan na venue for these people? So very siya na ang ganda at sana magpatuloy yung project at ang advocacy at mag-reach out tayo entire Philippines, entire world because again, this crime is not kumbaga not targeting just certain place or certain people. Disregard the religion, disregard the culture, everyone can be a victim because everyone is holding a cell phone, holding, technology, one click, pwede ka na maging victim.
Ate Nor, it has been a truly engaging conversation with both of you. But before you go, ano ba yung mga final message nyo sa ating mga audience, sa mga ka-chatters natin?
Yes, so sa mga ka-chatter natin, maging vigilant tayo. Buksan natin ang mga isip natin sa kung anong nangyayari sa ating paligid. Maging aware din tayo sa mga krimen, mga pangyayari na nangyayari because we are now living in a society na hindi lang nangyayari ang mga crimes sa paligid, kung hindi nangyayari na rin sa likod ng ating mga cellphone. So, maging mas maganda ang may alam para ikaw ay handa kung ano man yung pwede natin kaharapin. So, maging aware tayo, wag tayong tumigil na mag-learn, maging aware sa nangyayari. So, thank you so much for the Cyber Guardian Philippines because through you, nakikita ng ating mga ka-chatters at ibang mga kabataan na This kind of activities are really existing. Hindi lang siya hearsay. It's really happening because there's a data, and we should eliminate that kind of taboo na matakot, i-hide, kumbaga mahiya, because you should not be, because you have the right. Because yung takot na yan, ma-address natin yan, kumbaga, if you share that, pwede natin, kumbaga, ma-punish kung sino man ang perpetrator. Because if you hide that, sino ang ipapunish natin? 'Di ba? If you keep that to yourself, hindi ka mag-heal. Kumbaga, sinong tutulong sa'yo? And help yourself through sharing that. Because there are people who are willing to, punish those perpetrator. Yes, and magkaroon tayo ng, kumbaga, actions na to eliminate and stop this kind of activities. And also, para sa aking mga kapwa Muslim sa Pasig City, Cyber Guardian, makakaasa po kayo na the Pasig Muslim Consultative Council will extend their help also para, kumbaga, mas mapalawak natin ang awareness na ito. And for also para sa mga kapwa ko din na Muslim, para din mabukas yung pag-iisip nila sa ganitong pangyayari at may mga nangyayari pala ganito sa ating society, no? So, makakaasa po kayo through the Pasig City Solo Parents chairman no, yung sa sector nila, na they address the child protection also. So, may mga activities naman sila. And mas maganda talaga na magkaroon din ng link ang Pasig community kasi yun, we belong to the minority, but we can also give, help para mas mapalawak natin yung actions and efforts natin.
Thank you so much, Ate Nor. And kaya nga dapat mag-part 2 tayo and we can talk about Muslim culture and norms sa child protection.
Yes, and hopefully, no, inshallah, sa next episode natin ay makakasama natin ang representative ng PCMCC from Solo sector. So, mas mapapalawak natin ang usapin ng child protection, lalo na at isa siya kasama siya sa council ng LGU.
That's good. Alright, Miel, ano sa tingin mo?
At tayo dyan, hindi pa tapos ang episode na ito.
Hindi pa ba?
Hindi pa.
So, itutuloy natin ang chikahan dito yan sa Cyber Chat Season 3.